So recently I recreated Catwoman's makeup from the new Batman movie. I loved the movie and I love the makeup so much. And a couple of you asked me to do a video on the makeup, so that is what I'm going to do today. So I've already done foundation, concealer, brows, and freckles. For foundation I use the Eldridge one, and I'll have all the other products listed below. Since all of that's done, I'm just going to start with contour. For contour I'm using the Colourpop Darth Vader eyeshadow palette, and there is a light gray color in it that is just perfect for my extremely pale skin. I'm just gonna zoom you in a bit. I'm using an eyeshadow blending brush, which is what I've been liking to use for contour recently. So I'm just putting this underneath my cheekbone, just really soft, light strokes. I'm gonna bring this a bit forward and then down, just to try to create that really sunken in look. I'm not gonna go all the way down, I'll stop probably around here, then I'll blend it out. Around this area, I'm kind of bringing the brush up a bit, again to try and carve out the cheekbone. I'm then also going to put this on my jawline to try and make my jaw look more square, and put it under the jaw as well. Okay, now that there's not really any product left on the brush, I am gonna start to blend this line down a bit. Still want to use really light strokes. I'm not attempting to do like a transformation. There's no way that I could ever actually look like her, but just thought it'd be fun to do the contour a little bit more intensely than I normally do. And then the other places I'm gonna use contour are underneath my lip, just to try and make my lips look bigger, because obviously she has much bigger lips than me. I said I'm not doing like a transformation, but all that I'm saying is like I'm trying to change my features to look like hers, but I mean I'm just doing that to a really small degree. I'm also putting it on my philtrum. This will again make my lips look bigger. With this kind of contour, it's also helpful to look head on, and just you can kind of see where to stop or where to like start going down with the contour. I'm going to use a slightly bigger clean brush to once again try and blend this out a bit. So next place to contour is at my temples. Just from pictures of her, she has like a shadow here. I'm kind of gonna bring that down and connect it to the cheekbone contour. And for the nose, I'm doing some at the sides of my nose, very lightly. I'm just bringing that down the bridge of my nose. Also make the brush thin by pushing in the sides of it. Put that right above the tip and blend that in a bit. I'm just gonna do the same thing, make the brush thinner, and do a little line at the bottom of the tip. She just has that on her nose. Okay, and then I'm also going to use this just in my eye sockets, my crease. Okay, and I think that should be good for the contour. Next I'm just gonna use some bronzer. This one is from Clove and Hallow. It is one of my favorite bronzers. I think it's probably my favorite bronzer. I honestly don't own many. This is like one of 3, I think, but it's my favorite. It's a cream bronzer and it just has such a beautiful look on the skin, and it blends in really well with like foundation and everything else. Okay, so I'm just taking an angled fluffy brush, kind of putting this on the cheekbones, like just above the contour. I just want to add some color to the face. I'm going to also take this up onto my forehead. I meant to put eye primer on before I put anything on the eyes, like the contour color, but I think it should be okay. I'm going to just put it on now. So I'm using this one from causemetics. It's pretty good. I didn't use eye primer for a really long time, or like I would use it on and off. But I feel like this one actually does make a difference with my eyeshadow. Like it looks better when I use it. So yeah. Alright, so for the eyes, I'm going to start out with black pencil liner. This one's from Colourpop. It's good. Their eyeliners and their lip liners are really good. So I'm just like lining my eye with this and I'm gonna smudge it out in a second. Her makeup is basically kind of like just a smoky eye with glitter, so it's just kind of the way I would do a smoky eye. I'm going to take the line up a bit, so it's kind of like a cat eye shape. Okay, so then I'm gonna take this little brush and blend that out. Just created a kind of, I guess like a really thick smudged out wing on my eyes, and that will just be a nice base for the eyeshadows. Before I move on to the eyeshadows though, I'm just going to use the eyeliner in my tight line as well as my waterline. I'm also going to extend the line to my inner corner. I'm using the Avani Gregg Morphe palette. I'm just using the black in it. Taking slightly larger brush, like a pencil shaped brush, and I'm just gonna go over the eyeliner with that. Using what's left on the brush, I'm just going to put this under my lash line, and I'll just connect it to the top. Going back to the Darth Vader palette, I'm going to use gray in that, this one. And I'm going to take a kind of small blending brush. I'm using like very minimal amounts of that gray eyeshadow. I'm just going to softly blend that upwards to get that smoky effect. Don't want to go too high up because she does have space in between her eyeshadow and her brows. I have pink eyeshadow left over. It like stained my skin from the look I did yesterday. I was hoping to cover it up with this makeup, but I don't think I'll be putting eyeshadow in that spot. I'm gonna also blend the bottom out a bit more, a bit further down. Going back in with the eyeliner, I'm just going to intensify the black at the lash line a bit, redefine that wing a bit. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the smoky eye aspect of this. Now for the fun part, which is the glitter. I'm going to use the fractal jelly in Keep the Change from About Face. It's one of my favorite products. It has such a strange but cool consistency because it's like a completely solid thing. I don't know if you'll see by me like pressing into it. But it doesn't seem to like get on your fingers at all, but then, you know, then there's glitter. So I'm first going to put this in the center of my eye. Just like tapping it in. And kind of tapping lighter as I go up to disperse the glitter. Then I am also going to put this in the inner corner. I feel like you can be somewhat messy with this. It doesn't really affect the look. Like, this is not a perfect makeup look. And then I'm also going to put it in the middle of my lash line and going down like a tear. I'm also going to use a glitter on top of that, a loose glitter from the Morphe palette that I used for the black shade, so it's that one. Just to make it even more glittery. This one's chunky, so it's nice. Like the other one's pretty fine glitter. So it's just nice to have the texture difference. This one I'm using a little bit more sparingly, just like right in the middle of that other glitter. I think I remember when I did this look before, I made my eyes look more prominent by putting a gray shade right underneath the black on the lash line. I should have done this before doing the glitter, and probably even before the eyeshadow, but I just kind of forgot. This is an unnecessary step, by the way. I just like how it looks. So moving on to mascara, I'll just be using the grandefanatic mascara, and then I think I'm going to use the Milk Rise mascara on top of that, just because this one's kind of running out. I like the way that this like lifts my eyelashes, which I feel like the Milk one doesn't really do, but then I'm going to use the Milk one for more volume. Alright, so mascara is on. I'm going to use some lashes to make my eyes look a bit more angular. These are ones that I've cut up. I cut up all my lashes because they are always too long for my eyes. These are from Colourpop. They're the Hocus Pocus collection ones. Boss Witch. Okay, lashes are on. I would probably recommend using individual lashes if you want to get it like close to the movie, because that is most likely what they use. I'm gonna move on to the lips now. I think I just used lip liner for all of it, so that's what I wrote down at least. Before I do the lip liner, I'm going to use this NYX Wonder Pencil in light to highlight around the top of my lip to, again, make it look bigger. Underneath where I put the contour above my lip, I'm just going to use this pencil. I'm also going to go at the side. I'm going to use this Colourpop lip liner called Golden Beach, just like a light brown color. I'm just going to start lining my lips. Overlining only a tiny bit right now. Just want to do it gradually so it doesn't look super fake. Take my finger and kind of take off the side parts. Try and make my lips look rounder by starting a little bit farther in than the corner of my mouth and taking the liner up gradually in like short strokes. I said this was a light brown, but it's, I think I'm more pink on me. Once my lips are completely lined, I'm just gonna use the same lip liner and fill it in. Yeah, that looks pink. Weird. Okay, next I'm gonna use this lip liner from Morphe called Gilded Spirit. This is slightly darker brown. I swear this one's actually a brown. This one isn't gonna end up pink. I'm going to just use this at the edges of my lips. And I'm just blending it with my finger. I'll do the same on the bottom. And then I'm also going to put this in the middle of my bottom lip, in like a line, which kind of has an indent in her lip. Taking this really softly up into the center a bit, and then blending it out with my fingers again. Also, tiny bit in the center, very center of my lip, and my cupid's bow, just to make that darker, so that you can't clearly see where my lips actually start, so that it's more believable. I guess basically at this point I've lined the whole lips with this. Alright, I think that's it for the lips. I'm going to add her mole that she has at the side of her chin, just like right here. Okay, I felt like it wasn't warm toned enough for a freckle, so I just went over it with the Pseudo Labs Freckles kit in one. Very last thing is some highlights. I'm using this one from RMS. It's one of my favorites. It gives such a natural highlight, just like natural dewiness. Just tapping this onto my cheekbone with my finger, dispersing that outwards. It's just so pretty. It really adds to the whole like kind of sweaty, dewy look. Here's it zoomed out a bit. Yeah, I think it ended up a little bit different than last time. It's just like very slightly different, I feel like. Just like tweaked some things. But I hope this was helpful for those of you who wanted a tutorial on this look, and enjoyable for anyone else. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, that would be cool. I think that's all for now, so bye.